Start off using the Cricut design space, and you make sure that you have the latest version. I'm going to upload an image where the upload button is. This page will open where you can upload an image or upload a pattern. Already uploaded your images, you can just select it and use them. Otherwise, you will go to upload image. Upload image, the browser button opens up, and you can start to browse your computer and open the correct file. Keep your files on your computer. That's where you go and you say download. Whatever image you choose to upload will now appear here, and you will have a choice to do a simple, moderately complex, or complex selection. Whatever image selection you choose, this page will appear. You do not have to subscribe to use this feature. Choose manual, select and erase the background, and then apply to continue. Applied and continue, this page come up, and you can either cut the image or print and then cut the image. I chose to just cut the image, and a new page appears. I click on the one I want, and I said add to canvas. Your image appears on the canvas. You can adjust the size you want and click make it. Your machine, your cutting machine, must be on, and when you say make it, and then you have a choice of setting the base material. I have a couple of favorites, but I prefer the fusible fabric because it cuts really well. Fusible fabric uses the rotary blade, and I usually put one layer now of Misty Fuse, and it works perfectly. We'll also demonstrate it in a moment. When you use cotton bonded, the fine point blade is in operation on the pink mat, and that can also work. So experiment and see what works best for you. Personally think if the cut is very intricate, you would want to use the fine point blade, but if it's just a very nice flowy form, then you will use the rotary blade. And also browse all materials, and when you click that button, a whole lot of new options come forward. Here are some of the other options that you see when you click browse all fabrics. You click on material settings, you get further options. Material settings helps you to customize your settings, or you can see exactly the cut pressure and the blade type that is used. You can even set it to multi-cut if you want. Now that we are ready to cut, I use my pink mat, and I just need the 12 by 12. You can see mine is quite worked at this point. I haven't cleaned it yet, but it doesn't matter. I get my mat ready, and then I put my Misty Fuse on the fabric of choice. I cut my fabric 12 by 12 exactly, and put it on the mat and rolled it securely on the mat so it's nice and flat. And then I tape it with masking tape. Taping with painter's tape just became a habit because I want to secure my fabric very tightly and so that there's no mishaps. The machine is ready. The arrow, up down arrow, shows that I can load my machine, and the Cricut sign says that I can push the button and it starts to feed the pattern and starts to cut. My computer shows the progress. Where it says detecting, it will show the progress that the cutter makes until the job is done. Before I release the mat from the machine with the up down arrow, I will always check first to see if the pattern was cut correctly, and if so, I will then release the mat from the machine. You can see it cut very, very beautifully first time round. And now I have a beautiful, clean, clear cut Hawaiian pattern. Now make a second pattern a second cutout of the same pattern on a piece of fabric that contrasts with the first one. The second pattern is cut into quarters, and you will see what happens to them. Now I audition my cutouts with the different fabrics to see what I like, and there you see what I use the quarters for, and this could become a cushion or whatever I like. I then decided that I'm having so much fun that I'm playing around with making a bee with felt. Felt really cuts very well. So the felt came out beautifully, and I auditioned that on fabric, and I'm very happy with the result. Now I can just go and sew over it, fuse it onto the fabric that I like, use it in whatever way I want to. And it's time to clean my mat for next time.